What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. A brand new episode of Trading to Glory, episode number 20. If you guys didn't see episode number 19 yesterday, we covered Team of the Year preparation. In this video, we're going to be talking about headliners mainly, and obviously we're going to fuse the two together just a little bit. Before we get started, we got some packs to open, so we're going to be talking about the headliners today. And headliners promo has dropped quite a few good cards. And the headliners promo is a lot more exciting than the likes of ones to watch, because what they do is they choose cards normally with informs that have already been out. So they have the headliner. What is that? Libertadores card? No. What is this? What is this? Carvajal. Oh, it's a UCL card. Okay, not a bad pull, though. Definitely not a bad pull. It's a walkout to start off the episode, guys. So make sure to drop a like on episode number 20. Keep that momentum going if you guys want to support the channel. Not a bad first pack. What else in the pack do we have? And the craziest part about that pack is, one, it's tradable. Two, you only get one rare card out of all of the players, and it ended up being a walkout player. Despite the fact that it is probably one of the worst walkouts, it is a walkout nonetheless. So we will take that all day. But as I was saying, the headliners came out, and the reason the headliners are so much more exciting than ones to watch is because they normally choose those players that already have Team of the Week cards. And on top of that, they give them like a +1 upgrade. So if they have an 84 rated inform already, they're going to have an 86 rated headliner card. So it's not a bad promo. I enjoy it. And despite the timing of the promo, I think that it's one of the better promos during the year. I wish that they wouldn't have done headliners before Team of the Year. I wish that they would have done it maybe a couple weeks after Team of the Year to make sure that the hype is still going throughout January. But I guess if you flip-flop them, it's not going to be too much of an issue, because then you kind of have the hype from Team of the Year later in January anyway. But I've never really seen them drop Team of the Year later than mid-January. So we'll see what their plan is, because this promo is going to last obviously at least a week, and they normally have these promos lasting 2 weeks. Now, I haven't looked into when this promo is ending, but I have looked into the cards that I do like and how you should stay away from certain cards. And also maybe consider picking up a card or two. But let's go ahead and get through these packs. We're already pretty solid start. We'll save the Mega Pack and the Rare Electrum Players Pack for last. If you guys haven't yet, I've been putting out a lot of content that you can check out on different channels. So if you guys watch Among Us or Call of Duty Warzone, I've been uploading stuff to my second channel, which is called ELYYT. It's literally the same name as this channel, just add the number 2 after it. And then I've also created a football club in my area, and those links to support that team, you'll be able to watch the games live online, along with support over the internet if you guys don't obviously live in the area, which most of you guys, being from Europe, wouldn't be able to, won't be living in the area. You guys can still support online, which would be absolutely awesome. So if you guys want to support my adventures through 2021, those links will all be down in the description below. What packs do we have left, actually? Mega, Prime Electrum, Rare Electrum. Okay. Prime Electrum could still be decent because you get 6 gold, 6 silver, 6 rare. So an average of 3 rare golds. Should be at least a board drop. But it's not. It's not a board drop. It's going to be Iniesta. Actually, I already have Iniesta. It's going to be a duplicate. Anything else in that pack? Nope. Send it to the club. Everything's tradable. Probably should have quick sold that. I'm just going to quick sell those. Save myself some time. All right, last couple packs. The Rare Electrum I know is untradeable, so we'll open this one first. I was really hoping to pack at least one of the crappier headliners out of these packs, but unfortunately we haven't had that kind of luck yet today, and we're not even going to get a board drop out of a Rare Electrum, which is pretty ridiculous given the fact that that's 6 rare gold cards. But we'll send everything to the club, use it in future SBCs to hopefully pack something. And if you guys ever get untradeable cards, make sure to swap them with the player that's already in your club, because sometimes those players will be tradable in the club. And I think Nkulu might sell for like 2K, so we'll send him to the transfer list. So you always swap them just to see if the card you have in the club is tradable, and you can make some more coins that way. Mega Pack, finish off the pack opening at the beginning of this episode, is going to be... What do we got? Moroccan right mid? Cam Ziyech from Chelsea. Okay. I don't know what he goes for. He's 85 rated. He's got okay stats, but it's nothing insane. It is an 85 rated tradable card. At first, I thought it was going to be Hakimi. We ended up getting Marcos Llorente as well out of that pack, but I don't think he goes for much anymore. He did at the beginning of the year. It looks like Ziyech goes for about 14,000 coins, and then the Carvajal that we packed earlier in the episode, that card goes for about 25,000 coins. So overall, if you just sell those two cards together, you're making nearly 40,000 coins on those cards combined, and that's just from marquee matchups in the New Year bundle pack. So that's pretty good return on investment just from doing those SBCs. My pack luck this year has not been insane other than that first week when I packed Neymar. So even though my pack luck's been pretty bad since then, I can't complain. I literally packed Neymar. So that kind of makes up for a couple months of bad pack luck. But that wasn't bad. That was not bad. I'm kind of seeing the light at the end of the dark tunnel of just no board drops for freaking months. I've been having a rough time with pack luck. So to see a couple big guys there, even if it's only 40K, I'm happy with. But let's go ahead and hop in to the market and talk about these new headliner cards. We're going to go through a few of them individually, and it'll kind of give you guys a heads up on every single one of the new headliner cards. If they're overpriced, underpriced, if they have potential to get upgraded, because they obviously are dynamic, and then also comparing them to their other cards that are already out. And the first one I want to take a look at is João Felix. João Felix is one of my favorite cards this year. I think he's absolutely insane. He fits my playstyle really well, and that's why I did his Player of the Month SBC. So for João Felix, his card's going for about 670,000 coins right now on PlayStation. 670,000 coins. So let's go ahead and talk about how these headliners could be quick 24-hour flips, but most of them, and not all of them, most of them are not going to be good cards to hold for any more than a week maximum. João Felix is one of these cards that is very, very good, and it's very, very looked at. A lot of people want him, so he has different potentials on rising, especially Friday, Saturday as weekend league, and the card is brand new, but dropping a ton at the end of the weekend and throughout the next week. Let's talk about him. João Felix, 670K just a couple hours ago, now 710,000 coins. Now, if you consider the tax is about 35,000 coins, if you had picked him up earlier today and sold him now, you might be making 5 to 10,000 coins per card, which, hey, you'll take that all day for sure. But overall, when you look at a card, 710,000 coins for an 86 rated dynamic João Felix, and you're comparing him to a card that's already come out for him. That's 87 rated Player of the Month João Felix, which came out about a month ago. It was out for a couple weeks. I did him. 473,000 coins to complete the SBC, and that's from scratch if you don't include any other untradeable cards that are already in your club, which most of us had, which made it a little bit cheaper. Granted, you also have to factor in the fact that untradeable cards have less value. Okay, so it makes sense, honestly, that the 86 rated might be a little bit more expensive than that Player of the Month card because of the dynamic ability of a headliner. So before we move on and talking about all the headliners, let's talk about what is a headliner and how does it compare to a ones to watch. Well, here it is. It is honestly the same thing as a ones to watch, except for it's one upgraded above its most recent team of the week. So if he gets another inform, João Felix, right? His inform is going to go from 84 to 86, right? That'll be the inform. But this card will go from 86 to 87 at the exact same time. So that's how that works. But on top of that, if their team, Atletico Madrid for João Felix, wins 4 league games in a row, they get that one-time permanent boost on the card. So he'll go from 86 to 87 if Atletico Madrid win 4 games in a row. Even if he doesn't get an inform, he could be hurt and not playing in any of those games. He'll still get that upgrade. So that's another reason why these are more valuable than ones to watch cards, and how ones to watch cards are kind of outdated and headliners are a big deal. All right, they're definitely going to be sought after. The crazy part is they dropped it before Team of the Year this year. So Team of the Year is going to have a very big impact on the prices of these cards as we introduce some better cards into the game, as we introduce, including possibly a guy who got a headliner card, might get a Team of the Year card, We'll have to talk about how that affects their prices, but let's stick with the João Felix point for a second. He is 710k as a tradable dynamic card when you consider that he's got to get 2 upgrades to even be worth more than 500k, hypothetically, because everybody that did the João Felix card, they're not going to go out and buy a tradable João Felix at 87 rated. They already have him. And they're probably not going to do it at 88 either. This João Felix is probably going to need 3 upgrades to really begin to have the value of 710,000 coins, which means that he needs 2 informs and he needs Atletico Madrid to win 4 games in a row at some point during the season. Now, I'm not saying that's impossible. In fact, with João Felix having good form, he probably could get it done. As long as Atletico Madrid continue to play well, he could probably end up doing it by the end of the season. But you got to consider how long it'll take him to do that. If Atletico Madrid don't win 4 games in a row by March, and it takes João Felix a couple months to get his next 2 informs, what is the value of that João Felix in April in comparison to the beginning of January? I mean, let's think about this 87 rated card, for example. If they released this for 473,000 coins when they did, not a bad deal. Actually, a pretty solid SBC in comparison to what we've seen this year, at least. But if they released that in April, terrible SBC. Absolutely terrible. Nobody's going to do that SBC because there's so many new cards out. There's so many different options that are of the same price or lower. As we get throughout the year, certain cards, even if they have the potential of going to 89 rated or 90 rated, like João Felix might do so, you also got to factor in how long it'll take them to do that. And if you think by April, by April, even if it's 90 rated, is it going to be worth 710,000 coins? Maybe. Maybe. And that's if he gets the upgrades. So long term, you're looking at a João Felix card that going into Team of the Year is not going to hold value. Okay? So that's why I don't like the João Felix as a great investment. And one of the other reasons for that is because if you take a look at one of the other headliner cards, Bamba, he's got a very similar situation. 390,000 coins from still a very elite card at this point in the game. You compare him to the Player of the Month that came out, and you also got to consider the fact that EA have no idea how to price their SBCs, okay? They are clueless. But let's take this as a hint. This is 511,000 coins to do this as an SBC. And I even considered doing this SBC. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. 511,000 coins, though, was pushing it for me. But would I have done it for 390k? I think I absolutely would have done it for 390,000 coins for the 86 untradeable Bamba, which makes me think that this card, as a comparison to the João Felix card, is much better as an investment. 1, it's the same rating as the Player of the Month. 2, you still have all of those aspects of the headliner's dynamics, informs, 4 games in a row, to get this card even higher rated. This Bamba also links to some pretty good cards, being French, links to Mbappe on that strong link, links to Ben Yedder on a strong link, who is another headliner card. And he's, you know, obviously, as I said, French, that is just a link to anything in this game. So this Bamba card, in comparison to João Felix, levels above in terms of an investment. And I would honestly consider this one of the only good long-term investments. And I'm probably not even going to invest in them because I think staying liquid and going with the meta cards as we get closer to Team of the Year is going to be the best move, guys. So instead of tunnel visioning all of these headliner cards, I think keep your focus on the metas, and then as we enter Team of the Year in a couple weeks, then on day 1 you can focus on the fodders and then sell all the metas at the end of the week, sell the fodders throughout the week, maybe later, 3 or 4 days later, and you'll make a ton of profit, probably 25 to 40% on your coins during that week. I mean, it's the biggest promo of the year. Let's not tunnel vision headliners completely, although we've seen that João Felix is a possible flip card. You know, all of these are. They're all possible flip cards. I got 2 more things I want to talk to you guys about. Actually, let's make it 3. Fernandes, Bruno, okay, extinct on PlayStation, 2 million coins, and throughout the day, he's not been extinct on Xbox, but he's gotten close to it. It looks like right now there's one listed for 1.85 mil. I don't know if that got bought like immediately, but throughout the day, I've seen it pretty much within 50k of 2 million coins on Xbox as well. And Bruno Fernandes is known as one of the better cards in the game. He just plays well in game. The other 91 rated card that came out, which was the 91 Player of the Month Bruno Fernandes for 1.1 million coins, everybody says that even though it was 1.1 million, it's a very, very good card. So this 91 rated Fernandes here is still obviously going to be very expensive. The problem with it is Bruno Fernandes is one of the cards or one of the players in the midfield that could possibly get a team of the year, okay? And the people buying Bruno Fernandes, especially during the first couple of days of its release, especially on a Friday or a Saturday, they're probably not worried about how many coins they're going to lose. And let me tell you right now, it's going to be a lot of coins they're going to lose. Because here's the thing. Bruno Fernandes as a 91, you think about the midfielders that could possibly get into Team of the Year, that's pretty much 4. Okay? And they're going to choose 3 of them. The 4 are going to be, it's going to be 3 of these 4. It'll be Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne, Thiago, and Kimmich. Those are the 4. So, I feel like Thiago's probably the odd man out of those 4. All right? He probably is. I'm not saying it's impossible for Thiago to get in over Fernandes, but it's unlikely. I think Fernandes is probably going to get into Team of the Year, which means that he's going to get a 96 or 97 rated Team of the Year card. And that card cannot be more than 4 million. It just can't. It's not going to be more than 4 million coins, because even at this point in the game in January, people cannot afford over 4 million for a Bruno Fernandes. There's just not a chance that people are going to be paying more than 4 million for a Bruno Fernandes. I'm not talking Mbappe. People will spend that much for Mbappe. People will spend that much for Neymar. People will spend that much for Ronaldo. And Bruno Fernandes will be more than 2 million coins. It'll be somewhere in that 3 to 3.5 million coin range. But the people who bought Bruno Fernandes for 2 mil probably also have enough to buy him for 3.5 mil. And that's going to cause everybody who has this tradable Bruno Fernandes to sell them onto the market, causing a huge influx of cards as they start to replace that card with the higher rated one, the much, much higher rated one. So when you see a card get such a big upgrade and there's not enough buying power to separate the two in prices, what won't happen is the big card won't go up to 15 million, okay? That's not going to happen. The lower card will instead drop in price, and that's exactly what's going to happen with this Bruno Fernandes. It's not going to be 2 million. I'd say before even Team of the Year drops, it's going to be several hundred K less than 2 million. Before Team of the Year drops, I'd say that. And I'd say after Team of the Year drops, it'll get even lower. Okay? So that's what I think about Bruno Fernandes. Stay away from him. I want to talk about the Ben Yedder. We'll go ahead and talk about 2 more cards, and then we'll move on. Ben Yedder, 978,000 coins. You're looking at a card that's really just hyped up because it was great in FIFA 20, but it's not FIFA 20 anymore, and this card's going to need an upgrade or 2 to be worth anything close to 1 million coins. I think this is well overpriced. I think people are buying into the hype, and once people realize that this isn't going to be a card that's going to be unbelievable in June, you shouldn't be spending over 1 million coins or nearly 1 million coins on a card that you're not going to be using at the end of the year. That is just too expensive for a card that you're not going to be using at the end of the year, unless you plan on buying and selling within a week. You might buy 4 FUT champs on a Monday and then sell it on the next Monday, maybe only lose 5% tax, sure. But if you're buying this card as a player for your team and you're going to use it for a month, you're going to lose coins. And hey, you might say, well, I'm going to play with it and make the coins back in Weekend League. Go for it. That's all you. But we're talking trading here. We're talking investing. We're talking how are these cards going to move on the market. And it's just not going to go up. This Ben Yedder will not go up. Let's take a look at some of the lower rated cards. Which one's my favorite? I don't have a favorite. Let's look at a Mavi. 28,000 coins. You're looking at a card that absolutely needs at least 3 upgrades before it's going to hit into Weekend League teams. 3 upgrades. That means 2 informs and Marseille need to go on a winning streak. That's a lot. So I think 28K is asking too much on him. This might be a lot cheaper than some of those elite cards that we've already looked at, but I still don't think it's worth it as an investment. Nothing long term. So that's what I think about all of those headliner cards. And they are a lot cooler than going with players like, players like OTWs. They're so much more exciting. But the reality is, since they dropped before Team of the Year, it is way too risky to go in on a several week investment on them, or even a week investment on them, unless you're going to buy 4 Weekend League next weekend and sell them the weekend after, and you're still risking a lot there. I wouldn't touch them. So here's another idea that I have before we end the video. Matheus Cunha is the objective card. You need to score an outside the box goal. You need to score and assist using a Brazilian in 2 wins, assist a goal through ball with a certain weak foot in 3 wins, win 4 matches, and score in 10 separate matches. So realistically, you can get this card in 10 matches if you absolutely crush it, okay? You can get this card in 10 matches minimum, which isn't too terrible. Now, it's not an unbelievable card, but it's absolutely usable. So as people begin to complete that, you're going to see links to that card start to rise. There's a couple reasons that this card hasn't moved a ton yet. One of the main reasons is because not a lot of people have completed the card yet. It just got released earlier today, Matheus Cunha. So as they complete it, then they'll build around them and they'll try to find those links. The second reason is, I don't know if a lot of the people that play Weekend League are going to want to try to fit Cunha into their Weekend League team, given the players that they already have in there. I think they're going to need at least 1 upgrade on that Cunha. So keep an eye out for Matheus Cunha. If he does well in a game, then go for the compliment links. If not, maybe stay away. I could see you making a little bit of profit on compliments here or there. But if he does well, these compliment links, especially on a card that's been out of packs as long as Douglas Costa has, you're going to make absolute bank on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at another one of these complimentary links. Dumfries. You might be saying, why Dumfries? That seems kind of random. It is, because this one links to the Arjen Robben Flashback SBC. It's pretty sick, actually, because he's got also a Rule Breakers card, and this one, on the other hand, is extinct. And it's extinct at 32k. If you take a look at Dumfries' inform, also extinct. 1 rating less at 45k. So if you're able to get either of these, I think you're going to make profit, but most especially on the Rule Breakers card. If you can snipe a Rule Breakers card, I can guarantee you a minimum of 10k profit per card, and I could see you making upwards of 15, upwards of 20,000 coins per card on the Dumfries, because there's not very many ways right now that you can fit this new Arjen Robben card into the game. The only ways to fit that Arjen Robben into your team is through linking him to Dumfries on the right side, getting that strong link between the right wing and the right back in some sort of like 4-3-3 variation, and then going with some sort of center mid from Netherlands in the middle, like Wijnaldum. And I'm sure Wijnaldum's probably risen a little bit because of this little triangle as well. So Dumfries, great investment if you can get him. He's currently extinct. Go for him until he's not extinct anymore. Pick up as many as you can, okay? It's going to make you profit. That's one of those extinct players that you literally have absolutely no risk on. You're going to make profit. And if he's still extinct by the time Arjen Robben expires, sell him, I guess. I would say sell him, but I don't think he'll be extinct that long, but we never know with EA. I think that's definitely a very like 1% risk, 99% benefit, but it does take you sniping the card. So there is a little bit of work into it. That's it for today's episode. A little bit of a longer episode. So if you made it to the end, go ahead and type headliners hype in the comments down below so I know you made it to the end of the video. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out all the links to all of the content I've been putting together in the previous couple of weeks. I've been doing a lot, putting up some Among Us content over on my second channel. I'm building a club here in my area. You guys will be able to watch the games online if you want to support that. Links are down below. Obviously, all my social medias down below. Been live streaming on Twitch and obviously uploading here on YouTube. So we're grinding in 2021. Hopefully, you had a great new year, great start to 2021. Wishing a better year this year than it was last year. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.